bad, me sick, me Reggaeville.
Reggaeville family, this is Reggae Jam 2019 and I have fresh off the stage in fresh clothes after the spacesuit meltdown. Lila Iké, Wagwan, sister.
And it's a blessing to be here. I'm good. Fresh out of the spacesuit.
Yeah, man. How hot was it in there?
I was melting. I had no idea it would be so hot because I was here last night checking out, Highway, and then I was so cold. I wore shorts yesterday because I was like, all right, the temperature looks like it's gonna be chill, but I was melting. I was cold last night, and now I'm like, all right, I'm gonna wear this suit. I should be.
Plus, you were exercising like crazy, jumping, running up and down. That's what you usually do. You do a lot of sports and stuff.
Not right now, but I do love to run and play and stuff, and I go to the gym. Okay. So because I don't get the opportunity to do that, I just take it when I'm on stage. And when I listen to music and I play music, it always put me in that vibe.
Yeah, man. Speaking of the vibe, today was amazing. I think probably every man in this venue is a little bit in love with Lila Iké right now. What I also appreciated very much, you brought your own band. I think that also gave you a lot of energy. Tell me, who did you bring with you from Jamaica?
Yeah, man, I brought a guitarist by the name of Genius. I actually went to high school with him.
Okay.
A bass player who is currently still going to University, Edna Manley. And then Brady, who was in Pentatouche. And Bounty Keys, who plays for, he plays for Jaguar.
Okay.
So just put the band together and, work it. It's really good to be able to bring my own personal musicians where I've bond with and I know them and we have a good vibes versus coming here. And I mean, not to say that the musicians here aren't good, but it's just a different vibe when I'm on stage with people I'm familiar with who are familiar with me. For example, in Second Chance, I left out the second verse and like the guitarist had to come over to where I was like, yo, you left out the second verse. I was like, oh, maybe if we weren't that close, they wouldn't pick up on that. So it's good.
Nice man. And you play some old school rhythm you mentioned also on stage, thus for unreleased song on the Baltimore rhythm, and you play the Promised Land rhythm and so forth. How did this old school music enter your life? How did you get in touch with that? Because you're a young person. A lot of people in your age probably listen to different music.
For sure. I remember being in high school and when I'd be listening to the music that I was into then, everybody was like, is there something wrong with you? But I'm just an old soul. I grew up around that type of music. I grew up listening to Garnet Silk, Sizzla, all of those artists. And my mom is like a music fanatic and she only plays those songs along with Whitney Houston and Celine Dion. So being influenced by that music from a younger age, when I begin to create music, I draw from that, that energy from back then, which I feel like those musicians were really pure in the music that they were making. Not that we don't have pure musicians now, but it was just a different energy and a different vibe then. So I really try and bring that back, along with merging with the fact that I'm young and I'm still, a contemporary type of person.
Yeah, man. You mentioned your mother and high school several times already. If the people want to find out how this scenery, how you grew up actually looks like, they can watch a brand new video that Yannick, the therapist, and Nikki Kane shot for you. Tell me a bit about the vision you had for this video and how this video shoot was like.
I got the vision when I actually recorded the song and I listened back to it for the first time. I was like, whoa, this is the perfect opportunity for me to go back home and, just show my people what it is that I'm up to in Kingston. Because a lot of people then, they probably only heard that I was an artist and probably hear my music on the radio, but they've never actually seen me perform before. They've never seen me in my element. So going back there and being able to just bring my community together and get my grandmother and my grandfather and my niece and my mom and my sisters and my cousins and everybody together in one place to just, take in me being myself and enjoying the vibe was a really great thing. I have to big up Nikki Kane and Yannick, especially Nikki, because she and I, we sat down and decided, okay, we went and I showed her, I brought her to my community before we shot the video and introduced her to every single body in there, and she was able to just get exactly what I wanted. So.
And which community is that? Christiana?
Yes, I'm from Christiana, Manchester, in Jamaica, yeah man.
And in the video, you can also see some old footage of you in school, in your school uniform and stuff. And you were, I think, labeled as a class clown. Where was that on which occasion was the footage shot? And what memories brought that back to you also?
There is two throwback videos in there. There's one when I was in high school. There's a scene because I wrote the graduation song. So there was that scene when we were rehearsing for graduation, and I was kind of, taking over the directing of the music and thing. And then there's another footage from when Protege first visited my mom in 2017, and that was before any music was released as yet. And I was actually making the film on my phone, and while we were there, after we shot the video and thing, and I said to Nikki, we really need to incorporate those things. I really wanted this to come across as real as possible. So actually, in order to get those videos, I had to go down. I live 2.5 hours from my house now in Kingston, so I had to drive down there, get an old laptop, have a friend of mine take out the hard drive, put it in another computer to access those videos and those footage. So when it came through and everything worked out and I watched back the video for the first time, I was very emotional. I was like, look on that little girl, I didn't even know then that this would ever happen, It was just natural mistake.
So how does it feel now? I mean, when looking back at the video and the memories now being over here in Europe, being on stage with your fellow musicians, how is that?
As the song say, I'm strong. It wasn't an easy road becoming and doing exactly what I want to do right now. I spent 2.5 years working in a call center when I first moved from Christiana. At the time, I didn't even know what call centers were. I left university, didn't finish, moved to Kingston, decided I was going to work and go to school. Started getting difficult. I had to drop school and I was just working and just still finding time to do music. I remember I'd be on from 12 in the day to 12 in the night shift, and I would be in the studio from 12 till 3 or 4 in the morning, and then get 2 hours sleep and be up for work again and school. So it was a lot. And then being a young lady in Kingston on my own after coming out of a sheltered kind of household and brought up, so it was I had to experience a lot of things where I'm pretty sure a lot of young girls my age wouldn't be able to overcome, and I just really wanted to push that energy in that song and encourage other young people. It's just like a follow-up from Biggie's fans saying, my mom never necessarily want me to do this, and when I decided I was gonna do it, it wasn't an easy road, but still, look at where I'm coming from and look at where I am right now,
And I think we have to big up one person also when telling this story that was very instrumental. I think we have to big up Protege and his team as well.
100%. Being able to work with Protege is a very magnificent thing for me, because not only am I being guided in the right directions, I also get to shadow a legend in the making. So it's only I can only do good from here. I can only grow from here, because even just before I went on stage, he just called me a while ago and he's like, all right, you're about to go on stage, send me the live stream. I'm like, I'm done. He's like, oh my God, I fell asleep. He's like, every single show I've had thus far, he's called me, pep talk. He's really, really, really present in this and really and truly believe. Sometimes I don't even believe in myself as much as he do. Sometimes I feel down and I have to just get on the phone and call him, and he's like, what you talk about? I remember the first time you sing for me and him gone down this long ever road, and by the end of the conversation I feel like, yeah, I can do this. So it's very important as a woman to have a man being able to do that for me. So he's setting an example, this is the kind of man I'm going to ultimately want to be my king man. And also it's just a great thing when you have men empowering women, especially in this business.
True. Yeah, man, we have a big up Protege. You played some music for us today already, songs that are not released as yet. What can we look forward to coming from you in the near future?
Definitely more songs. The 2 unreleased songs that I did, the one that is called Sweet Motivation, that's a part of a project that Protege is working on, a juggling rhythm. So that's going to be just all females. So me, Sevan and Naomi, and another young lady called Jazzelise, which is really, really great singer. So that's what we're working on right now. And I already have the Baltimore song for a while. I just decided I'm going to put it in my set because I don't really have that much songs to deliver a 45-minute set. So I don't know which is going to come out first, but before the end of the year, though, we're looking to put out a project, and then next year for the album.
Man, wonderful. Lila, thank you so much for sharing with us your story and also your music today on stage. All the best for the journey. Blessings.
Blessings and light. Big up everybody watching. Love and prosperity.
Me mad, me sick, me Reggaeville.